Hey, amazing beings. Hello. Welcome to Free and Clear Fridays with me, Dr. Sarah. However, it is not Friday, obviously. It's Saturday, but I chose to connect with you here and now on Saturday since yesterday was a crazy day for me. And instead of skipping a week, here we are, here I am. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I'm so grateful that you're joining me either in this moment, in the future, wherever you're at. Hi. Wow. So, how has your week been? What has been happening in your world? Certainly lots of things going on in the world, and that's what I love about this space that you and I join together on, because here we can connect, we can clear, we can actually get free of anything that is limiting us or you. So, you know how we go. If you're new to this, I will explain as we go. So, what has been heavy in your world? Anything in particular? A lot of things? Okay, let's tune into one thing for now. And everywhere that you've been carrying something heavy, let's go ahead and clear that. So everything that is, let's destroy and uncreate it all. Right and wrong, good and bad, pon poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Wow, that had some intensity to it. So that statement I just said right there is the clearing statement. It is related to this amazing systematic approach called Access Consciousness. You know me, I use it all the time. I use it with you guys. I use it all over the place with clients. Like, how's it getting better than that? So where you can find the clearing statement to get a little more sense of it, you can check it out on my website. You can find it in the profile link under bio in the link tree on my Instagram here. And I'm also going to include the link when this lands in IGTV. You can pick it up there too at a later time, or see it there at least. But go to my website, you go under clearing statement, and you can read all about it. So again, let's go back to what we just cleared. Everything that has been heavy about this one thing for you this week, let's destroy and uncreate it all. Right and wrong, good and bad, pon poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Whew. Wow. Now, if there's more than one thing, let's check into that. You can throw a couple things in this next one. So even if it's something in the world that's really heavy for you, something that's been showing up. I know I'm here in Michigan right now and the weather's a little intense. It's really intense winds. And I know, you know, in Kentucky and in Tennessee, really severe storms coming through, and across the United States too, but with tornadoes. So everything that's been in an upheaval, maybe a tornado-like weather or situation that you're in, or anything related to upheaval, heavy, let's destroy and uncreate all that. Right and wrong, good and bad, pon poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So I notice when I use this clearing statement with you, even on the topics that we're talking about, I notice it starts shifting something. And that's the whole point of this, is to start shifting the energy. So much of the time we're carrying something that's limiting, and we think it's a thought. We think it's a feeling. We think a lot. And we think a lot of these things are ours when they're not. And we also feel a lot that we're not necessarily meant to feel. Because as you may recall, last week, I believe it was, the weeks blur together, maybe the week before that feelings are not meant to be felt. Contrary to popular belief, especially in my profession as a psychologist, we are not meant to feel our feelings. We are meant to perceive our feelings. So when we go into thinking, we block ourselves from being and in the awareness and knowing of what is going on around us. Basically, our thought, feelings, and emotions keep us very linear. They keep us very much not in a conscious space. And what is consciousness? Well, consciousness includes everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and judges nothing. So it's a space of being. It's not only just about being in the moment, but it also includes the future in a way that every choice creates. So when we're not in the moment, we're usually in the past based on something that's already happened, or we're in the future that doesn't exist yet, but our minds like to create that. They like to try to determine what that is. Unfortunately, it doesn't work, because this part, this mind part that we carry, isn't equipped to do that. It's an algorithm, just like we are dealing with here on Instagram, just like we deal in TikTok, Facebook, everywhere, basically, on probably the internet. They're all algorithms, you know. So I'm sure you can look up algorithm if you're not sure what that is. But basically, it's this thing where we connect things and we conclude things, and it's kind of like this loop. It's a loop that keeps us looping in a pattern of thoughts, feelings, and emotions that don't want to relent. And that's what our minds tend to do. So everywhere you are stuck in an algorithm, a heavy thought, feeling, or emotion, whatever that is, let's destroy and uncreate all that now, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pon poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Wow. They had some intensity to it. So when I pick up on energy, this is what you get. I get the sense of whatever's going on. When we're being in the space of the moment, there's an energy, there's a living, there's a life to it. And when we're in something heavy, it wants to rob us of our joy and our life and our living. So what would it be like to actually clear a space where you can remain more present? This was the topic basically of the video I posted earlier this week. And it was basically the way to get present in any given time. And the way to do it, first of all, is to ask a question. And it's not just any question, it's a what question. It's not a why question, it's a what question. So when we ask what is going on in this moment, there you go. It brings us back to the moment. But you can use it in many ways. Like, what am I aware of? What am I noticing? What is this right now? What would it take to change this? Now, you notice that brings you back, and I'm noticing it for me in this moment actually, to this very, very moment that I'm in with you, with whatever is going on. And it doesn't mean we have to do anything with our awareness. We're just meant to be aware a lot of times by being present. And I have a hair stuck in the middle of my eye here somewhere. And it's, okay, it seems a little better. It seems like it's in my eyelash maybe. See, I'm being in the moment. I'm asking, okay, what is this? I love being in the throes of the example of what I'm bringing into you in the very moment, which is the whole point of being in the moment. And there's this little cute thing about present, like being present. And during the holiday seasons, like be the present in the present with the present moment. Presents like gifts. So anything that won't allow you to tap into your moment in any given moment with a what question. But you have to ask the question and you have to tune into what. So anything that won't allow you to get into a question, a what question, to bring you into the moment where you destroy and uncreate it all. Right or wrong, good or bad, pon poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So what if that's actually, part of how we create in this reality? It's a part of consciousness, certainly. It's a way to access consciousness, but it's also a way to get clear on what it is you desire to manifest, what you desire to actualize. So by going into what would I like to create, that's kind of bringing it into a space of like almost that could be a manifesting of an idea. That then you can ask a question, what would it take to actualize it? You see how what works here? So anything that won't allow you to be in the question of what it is that you would like to bring into existence, and anything that won't allow you to take the action to create that thing you would like to bring into existence, let's destroy and uncreate it all now, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pon poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Woo, wow, there's so much charge to this. And it's actually weirdly like a fun, light energy, but we're freeing it up, or maybe we're freeing up the heavy to get to this. so that you can have access to it, so you can move into a space of being. Because every moment that we're being and asking a question like that, clearing what's heavy, allows us, again, not to only be more present in the moment, but allows us to go ahead and start creating the future that we desire. Because every question, every choice actually creates. So every time you choose something, it brings something else in to get you that much closer to the thing that you would like. So what about what questions confuse you? Because I know when I first started using this approach to living and being, it was really challenging to ask questions. And I was in part like almost confused by it, because we're not really encouraged in this reality to ask questions. A lot of times we're just supposed to follow the rules, or we're supposed to go with an outside-in approach to getting what we need from others as a way to try to figure it out ourselves. So we're not really encouraged to ask questions. And not only questions, but also what questions? Why questions seem to fit more in a linear way. So it's not uncommon to be like, why did this happen? Why isn't this going my way? That's more likely the questions you've been encouraged to ask, but unfortunately, it doesn't work very well, especially when you're looking to create the life you desire. So everywhere that a what question confuses you because you're not used to asking it, and everywhere a why question always gets in the way, let's destroy and uncradle that now, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pon poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Whew, wow. What a charge. So what would it take for you to have more ease around a what question? More ease in the space of being present in the moment. Anything that won't allow that, let's destroy and uncradle it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, poc, all nine shorts, boys, beyond. So when I start these like little Free and Clear Friday lives with you, I really have no idea where they're going to go. But I love when they start unfolding and start going in a direction and all these things start coming in. And that's really what I sense is happening in this moment. And as we start kind of clearing and unwinding all these things, more comes in for us to get clear on. So anywhere that you've been limiting you by living in a conclusion that you have to do things a certain way that only limit you because it's not your way and it's not your choice, we destroy and uncreate it all now, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pon poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So that's what we're really used to doing more of, is just following the leader, following the rule, and not really asking ourselves what we would like. And what if, here's a what question, there really is no right or wrong. There isn't. That what we've been taught in this reality may look a certain way, but it may not fit that way for you. So anything that's heavy has a lie attached to it. Anything that's heavy in your world that you're dealing with, there's an untruth to it. And it may not be what it appears to be. That's why it's so important, from my awareness, is to use these tools as a way to get clear of anything that may confuse you. You may have all this awareness, but if you go into a limitation and go into a lie that's not yours, it really can stick you. You know, a good example of this could be, do you ever notice an old thought, like going back to when you were maybe your teenage years or even younger, that still just rubs you the wrong way now? It could be something that someone did to you. It could be something that happened to you when you were a certain age, let's say 15, 16, for whatever reason that one's popping. Wherever it's coming from, that one thought, that one feeling can limit you, seriously, for a lifetime. So what would it be like to get clear? And we don't need to figure it out. Again, we're not looking for a reason and a why and a justification for this stuff. We're meant to just acknowledge it. If we acknowledge it, we are then going from the acknowledgement and going beneath to clear the energy that keeps the charge of that heavy thought, feeling, and emotion, that memory, in place. So when we actually allow it to come up and not resist it, And everywhere you identified yourself with whatever that situation was, whatever that feeling was, whatever that thought was, let's destroy and uncreate all that now, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Wow. So what would it be like to know there's nothing in your past that's wrong with you or that's even wrong? What if it's more of just, oh, that's just a lingering thought that was there for so long that no longer has to be there. A memory that no longer needs to have a charge to it. So everywhere, let's go back to that. Everywhere that thought, feeling, emotion, heavy memory is there. Let's destroy and uncreate it all again. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So, it's not that we're taking the memory away. In fact, we're not. What we are doing is taking the charge of the intensity of whatever that was. We're diluting it, we're clearing it, we're getting that out of the way so that you can be aware of what that was. So you can have a reflection back on it. Like, oh yeah, that did happen to me. Or that was a situation when I was 16. And okay, that's it. All right. Thank you for that. Clear of that. Aware of that. Thank you next. And what if you could live your life every day like that? It is possible, everyone. Amazing beings, you be. You know, if you're connecting here with me, you're already choosing it on some level. So what if you could live your life like this every single day? Being in the question, being in the choice, being in the possibilities, being clear of anything and everything that's not serving you. Now, a lot of times, the one thing we tend to not look at, and this may be something even that goes back to your past, is the relationship of it to the other person or situation, or even what was existing at that time. We assume so much, especially for those of us who are highly sensitive and aware. We assume it's ours right away. There must be something wrong with me if that happened. What's the common denominator? These are all the things that probably go in your head. Me, I'm the common denominator. I must be the one that's wrong. Now, when I say it out loud, it's not like you talk to yourself out loud this way. But it's not uncommon for our minds to function that way. That's why I'm a proponent of losing your mind. Lose your mind so you can have more space just to be present in a way that allows you to be free and clear of anything that's not serving you. Okay, so everything that springs up, let's destroy and uncreate it all. Right or wrong, good or bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Wow, our time flew by. Because we're having so much fun, right? Oh, that's another invention. But it was fun for me, so I'm hoping it was fun for you. And I wonder what else is possible now. So what would it be like? I know the holidays are approaching us. We're kind of in the midst of the holiday season. What would it be like for you to be in the question, the what question? It can be so helpful in navigating this holiday time. And I have some videos that will be coming out soon, and the week of the holiday of Christmas week that will talk about ways to navigate the holidays. And then it's a nice little space to move into for the new year as well. So check out, it's not going to be next week, the week after. I have some videos already planned out for you guys. But what would it be like this week to play with the what question? Just ask what and then see what comes to your awareness and clear anything that's related, that's heavy about it. And cool questions like what questions, you could write them out. You could just be in the question like, what would I like to create? There's plenty of opportunities to play with a what question. And there's no wrong question, just saying. And there's no wrong way to use these tools that you and I play with. The return to center with consciousness for anything that's heavy for you, that you're clearing for based on what you're picking up off of other people, as well as the POD and POC. So that's the short version of the long version that I give you during this time together. All right, amazing beings. So I'm so grateful for you. I am so excited about all the possibilities that are available right now as well into the future as we continue to connect together. And I wonder what else is possible now and how does it get any better than this? And I am looking forward to next week where we will join again and have an amazing week. And I'm so excited to see what else we can create together. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Oh, one last thing. You know, I always have your back. Okay, take care for now.